In this video, we're going to reason about the net of a 3D solid, in this case, a cuboid, and come up with some kind of expression in terms of some variables. Here, the variable is x. Now, let's look at the question. We've got a rectangular piece of card, and if we were to fold that net together, we get an open top box. Now, the piece of card has length 5 and width 3. And to complete the net, squares of side length x are cut out of the corners of the rectangle. When the net is folded, the volume of the box is given by this. Find the values of a, b, and c. Well, how would we find the volume of a cuboid? Well, we do the length times the width times the breadth, right? So we need to take this length of the rectangle and times it by this length of the rectangle. And then the height of the cuboid would basically be this x here, wouldn't it? Because when you fold the flaps up, that would be the height of the cuboid. Now, we've got to find expressions for this length here and this length here. Now, we can see the total length of the card here is 5, but that's x and that is x. So we take away those two x's from 5, that's going to be 5 minus 2x. So let's put that, 5 minus 2x. And what about this width of this bottom rectangle here? Well, this total height here is 3. This is x and this is x. So that is going to be 3 minus 2x. So now we've got the dimensions of our cuboid. We just need to multiply them together to get the volume. So the volume would be the x multiplied by the 5 minus 2x multiplied by the 3 minus 2x. And now we just need to multiply out these brackets to get an expression like this here, which is going to be a cubic because there's an x cubed term. So I'm going to multiply out the two brackets first. Remember, you do each thing in the first bracket times each thing in the second. So the 5 times the 3 and the 5 times the minus 2x. So that's going to be 15 minus 10x. And then you do the second thing here, the minus 2x times by the 3 and times by the minus 2x. So minus 2x times 3 is minus 6x. And minus 2x times minus 2x is positive 4x squared, like that. Let's tidy up inside the bracket. We've got minus 10x minus 6x is minus 16x. And then we do the term on front of the bracket times each inside. So we've got the x times the 15, x times minus 16x, and x times 4x squared. That's going to give you 15x minus 16x squared plus 4x cubed. And it wants the x cubed term here first. So I'm going to put the x cubed term first, 4x cubed, then the x squared term, and then the plus 15x. And the a, b, and c are the numbers in front of the x cubed term, the x squared term, and the x term, also known as the coefficients of those terms. So a is the coefficient of x cubed, which is the 4. So a is 4. B is the number in front of the x squared, the coefficient of the x squared, which is minus 16. And c is the number in front of the x, the coefficient of x, which is 15. And that is the final answer.